Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Me, John. The score right now is North Carolina 78, Oklahoma 67. There's 37 seconds left. This game is effectively over. So, coming off of that loss to Kentucky, your heels bounced back. RJ Davis had 23. Cormac Ryan played really good in the first half. It was nice to see Armando Bacot get it going a little bit. But to me, the big takeaway is it was a more balanced attack, right? And it felt like they were a little bit tougher defensively too. Talk to me about your heels. Say some nice things, man. This is your time to
I,
flex.
I tweeted before the show. I love this UNC team, man. Defensively, they get after it. And Cormac Ryan kind of spearheads that, man. I mean, today he had some possessions where he was sliding his feet. He got called for a block in one play. It was for sure a charge. And, they're just meshing. They're just meshing well, man. Hubert's got him a solid 5 or 6 guys that he can trust. More so defensively, they've got a lot of energy, and obviously Carolina's always going to rebound. A big emphasis on that. So they look good, man. I would say they're where they should be. I don't want to gas them too much, but I like how
They
they look.
needed this
Oklahoma's
one,
a team
right? They needed this
yeah,
one.
they needed this one. Oklahoma's a team that's been hot. They are going to be really good. Even tonight, it seemed like Carolina just kept coming back, hitting timely threes and buckets, but Oklahoma is not a team I would want to see at any point in time this season. They look really good. So happy for them to get this win. Hubert's got them rolling a little bit going into conference play. So hopefully they can keep up with the expectations. They are the highest ranked ACC team right now. So
Mhm.
you'd have to say that they are potentially the favorites at this moment to win it.
Go ahead, McCall.
Yeah, I mean, hard to pick against them. I mean, you got to put them and Duke at the top of the standings in the ACC, just as arguably the two most talented teams. Carolina's schedule, Duke's schedule has them battle tested for the ACC. But I thought it was a big win. I mean, Oklahoma was coming to the game undefeated, and to see how Carolina responded after that loss to Kentucky, I think is extremely important, and that's exactly what they did. They went out there, they handled business, and they played like the better team. This was a game for Oklahoma. You look at their schedule, and 10-0 is 10-0. Take nothing away from that. But this was kind of one of those games. It's like, okay, or are they for real? And I think they are for real. I think they're really good, and I think they're going to win a lot of games in the Big 12. But when you look at the schedule and the teams that they've beaten up to this point, this was like the first real big test for them. And Carolina rose to the occasion, and they played well. RJ Davis was absolutely terrific. Bacot, handled the paint. He had some big time blocks, which is what he does. And the commentators were alluding to it. He can't come back next year. He's almost getting as old as John Henson. Okay, he's not allowed to come back for another season. All right, we're going to get him John Henson's hat. Okay, he's going to be on the golf course next year, the Quiet Golf
Right.
Club. We're going to get him that. We're get him out there playing some golf. But I just thought it was a business like approach for Carolina. But you could see too, even Hubert Davis on the sidelines. Man, he was into it. I mean, he was down in a defensive stance half the game, screaming at his guys, trying to get him in the right spots defensively. So big win for Carolina. They needed that one, and them and Duke are obviously, and you got to probably put Clemson in that category too. But those three teams are looking like the cream of the crop in the ACC right now.
Yeah,
High
I
level
think the
cream,
big
too.
thing
What
was
else is left? Nothing left.
Henson. I think the big thing is the defensive end, right? I texted you guys this in the thread. I really like the lineups that they roll out when they put Seth Trimble out there in the backcourt because I do feel like he is a little bit tougher on the ball than Elliot Cadeau and RJ Davis are. And I feel like you get a little bit more at the point of attack. I like the dynamic there. It just, they had 10 steals tonight. It was a very impressive defensive performance against, look, Oklahoma's good. I get why the numbers and all that. That's a really good Oklahoma team. I was really impressed with this North Carolina performance. All right, give me Henson, give me your pick in the who's
I'm with
winning
you.
the yeah.
Yeah, like
Well,
hey, listen, I'm rah rah over here.
who's winning the ACC this year? All right, give me an honest projection. All right, we know you're going to say North Carolina. What are the odds that you think they can win it?
I think there's. I mean, I give those three teams, Clemson, Duke, and UNC, all a fair chance. So look, give me like a 33.3% chance. I'll take that 30% chance that they could, out of those three teams, rise to the top. I think they're better than Clemson at the moment, in my opinion. And then Proctorless Duke, I think we're better than them as well. So I'm going to go with them, being, I guess, the favorite for now. But I'm not super like bullish on it, but they got a chance.
Yeah. For those watching at home, Eric Dixon just hit a monster three in the corner to give Villanova a 68-66 lead over Creighton with 25 seconds left in overtime. Let me ask you this, McCall. What's the key to that ACC championship race? We've seen how good Clemson can be. We've seen how good North Carolina can be. And we've seen Duke play at their best and at times play at their worst. What's the key to winning that conference this season?
Oh, I think, coach speak, let's just say consistency, right? Who's going to be the most consistent team? Who's going to defend and who's going to defend at a high level? I'm so, anxious to see what happens with the whole Proctor dynamic when he comes back. Because like we alluded to earlier, I think Shire has his rotation. He knows who's playing. Those players know who's playing, and they play like it. They're like Henson said it. They don't look over their shoulder of who's coming in the game for me when I make a mistake. That's a really interesting dynamic. And then who else steps up, right? Is it Miami? Is it Virginia, who's struggled at times but also had some big wins this time? Is there another team outside of those three that we're not talking about right now that kind of rises to the occasion once league play starts? I think that's another thing you got to pay attention to. There's somebody else that's going to be in the mix to win an ACC championship. It's not just those three teams. I can't tell you who it is right now. We can probably tell you who it's not. But I think someone else is going to be in that mix, to compete for a title. I really believe that.
So you're telling me it's not going to be Louisville?
It's not going to be Louisville. No, it's not going to be Louisville. Okay? We'll just leave it at that. It's not going to be Louisville.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.